This is David Kirshner for West Hempstead Echo, and we're here at the West Hempstead Secondary School, and we're talking to valedictorian Aden Palmer. Aden, it's great to meet you and great to see you here. So Aden, just to get started with our discussion, you were born and raised in West Hempstead?
Yeah, I was born here, raised here, and I've lived here my entire life.
Wow. So all the schools you went to have been kind of like real local?
Yeah.
It's such an important academic role to be the valedictorian. Can you tell me a little bit about the role of your family in getting you here?
Yeah, so my family, they've played a very significant role in my successes at West Hempstead Secondary School. So they've always stressed like the importance of me being like academically challenged and taking risks and, you know, making sure to have a good time management skills to make sure you can get everything done in the right amount of time. So by building those like skills within me, I've learned to, you know, make the successful decisions to be able to get to where I am today.
Time management skills are so important today because we're multi-purposing and we're doing so many things at the same time. I would imagine that's probably one of the most important skills that you can probably take away with you.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite subjects or grades in school?
So one of my favorite subjects is math. What I really like about it is that it has nothing to do with words or anything, because I'm horrible at English. But yeah, but math, numbers, they really speak to me. I love like the complexities of it, calculations and stuff like that. Each year I've made sure to like take the most like challenging math class available, and this year I've challenged up in taking AP Calculus and AP Stat as well. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And do you celebrate Pi Day?
Yeah, as nerdy as it sounds, like yeah, I appreciate a good Pi Day, and one of my teachers, Ms. Rowland, she actually celebrates it too. She gives us pies every year.
That's awesome. And what are some of your favorite after school or sports programming?
So after school, I do 3 sports throughout the year. So I've done volleyball in the fall, bowling in the winter, and tennis in the spring.
Wow.
So I really like all 3 of them, but my most favorite is volleyball. I've played it since 8th grade, and I've started to do club volleyball for about 2 years now. So I've been really trying to like grow my skills at that sport and sort of set myself up for college, because I also want to play there as well.
That's fantastic. And as far as teachers who inspired you the most and why?
Teacher I would say that's inspired me the most is probably my math teacher, Ms. Rowland. I've had her for 2 years out of my academic career, so she's had a pretty profound impact on me. So I had her in 10th grade for Algebra 2 honors, and I had her this year again for AP Statistics. So she's played a pretty big role so far, and with every conversation I've had with her regarding whether it's like a math topic or something more significant like college, like she's always had really good like advice to help me move forward and make the right decision.
Teachers can really make such a huge difference. And as you look forward, what are your plans beyond high school?
Well, beyond high school, I'm planning to go to college. I'm committed to RIT, which is Rochester Institute of Technology. I'm going to be going there for electrical engineering, and I'm going to be doing their 5-year plan, which is going to allow me to get my bachelor's and master's in 5 years, so it'll save me a lot of time and money.
That is awesome. So you're going to really have to have your head down for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Awesome. And advice for students about maintaining good grades. What can you tell the new incoming classes?
Some advice I would have for them is to, one, like I stated before, is make sure you have good time management skills. Setting aside time to study and make sure you have good habits, but as much as the studying and practicing is important, I also believe that having that time to de-stress and, you know, take a little time to have fun with your extracurricular activities that's what's really important as well, because having that time to let loose and, relax, it can also like get your body ready for other challenging things ahead. So it's sort of like a balance, where you have to have like the studying, but also the time to like relax and,
Yeah. Any plans for this summer to wind down and relax?
Yeah, for the summer, I'm probably planning on looking for a job to earn money. College is not cheap.
No, totally not. And what are some of the things that you like to do in your off time?
I usually like to spend time with my friends, whether it's like physical activities such as like playing tennis or volleyball, but also just like hanging out with them, like sitting on the couch and watching a good movie is also pretty fun too.
That's great. Any shout outs before we wrap up?
I'd like to shout out my whole family. They've had a really profound impact on my life. So my mom, my dad, sister, grandmother, grandfather, everybody. And then also my friends, some like important like people in my life that have also had a significant impact on me. So that would be like the salutatorian over here, Eduardo, and a couple of other people. We have a lot of GCs, so I'd like to shout them out. So
Sure.
The FAM GC, Szechuan, a TikTok group chat, a lot of them. I really love them, so thank you.
Great. So this has been an amazing interview with Aden Palmer. We thank you so much for your time and best of luck on all your future endeavors.